Okay, good day everyone. Okay, welcome to Mathematics Checkpoint Seminar 2020. Okay, the targeted students for this seminar are upper primary student, which is year 6. Okay, now let's know about this paper here. Okay, this is a Cambridge Primary Checkpoint Mathematics paper. The code for this paper is 0845. Okay, we have paper 1 and paper 2 for this paper. Okay, for paper 1, the code for this paper is 0845/1, and the duration given for this paper is 45 minutes. And for paper 2, the code for this paper is 0845/2, and the duration given for this paper is 45 minutes as well. Okay, now let's see how to answer questions, how to answer checkpoint questions. Okay, all the questions here were taken from past year papers. Okay, let's look at this question. This this question was taken from past year paper 2014. Okay, so let's look at the question here. The point 2, 3 is plotted below. Plot 3 more points whose coordinates have a sum of 5. Okay, if you all know, we have to plot the point on x-axis first. So if you have a look here, this point is 2, 3. Okay, so when they plus both of it, they'll get 5. So we need to plot 3 more points where we get this sum of 5. So we have more than one answer here. Okay, the first one, I'm going to plot it on 0. Okay, can you see? I'm going to plot 0, 5 here. Okay, this point is 0 and 5. When you plus both of it, you will get 5. Okay, how about the next one? 1 and 4. Okay, so when you plus 1 and 4, you'll get a sum of 5 as well. Okay, and then 2 and 3. Okay, they already plotted it here. And next go to the third one, which is 3 and 2. 3 on x-axis and 2 on y-axis. So when we plus both of it together, we'll get a sum of 5. And then 4 and 1, it's over here. Okay, so we'll get a sum of 5. And then the last one is 5 on axis x and 0 on axis y. So when you plus both of it, you'll get a sum of 5. But here they require us to plot 3 more points only. So you can choose any of this answer below here. Now let's move to the next question. Okay, here is a 1 centimeter square grid. Draw a rectangle with a perimeter of 12 cm. Okay, now what is perimeter? Perimeter is the distance around a 2D shape. So here they're asking us to draw a rectangle. So when we plus the perimeter, we should get 12 centimeters. So what are the possible answer here? If we have a look, they already tell us that 1 centimeter square, here is a 1 centimeter square grid, right? So you have to draw a rectangle with a perimeter of 12 centimeter. Okay, let me annotate it here. Okay, if you have a look, can you see We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Therefore, we have 4 centimeters over here. Okay, and the same goes over here. Okay, we have 4 centimeters. How about this? 1 and 2. So we have 2 centimeter on this side and 2 centimeters on the other side. Okay, now when we plus all together, we should get a perimeter of 12. So this is where you have to plus 4, 2, 4 and 4. Okay, so 4 plus 2 is 6, 6 plus 4 is 10, and 10 plus 2 is 12. Now, therefore, we are getting a perimeter, a rectangle with a perimeter of 12 cm. Okay. Here's another way of doing it. Okay, let me erase it first. Just remember this, the perimeter of this triangle have to be 12 centimeter. Okay, I have another one here. Okay. Okay, if we have a look here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Therefore, 5 centimeter over here. And the same goes here, 5 centimeters. And then we have 1 centimeter over here. And 1 centimeter over here. So when we plus all of this, we'll be getting a rectangle with a perimeter of 12. 5 plus 1, 6, 6 plus 5, 11, and 11 plus 1 is 12. Okay, let's move to the next question here. Okay. Now, here's a compound shape made from 2 rectangles and calculate the perimeter of the shape. Okay, as I told you guys earlier, perimeter is the distance around a 2D shape. So what we have to do, we have to find the value of the perimeter here, the distance here. Okay, so we know that this is 12 centimeter and this is 9 centimeter. This is 6 centimeters and this is 4 centimeters. Okay, so what we have to do in order to find the perimeter of the shape, we have to add all of this together. But if you have a look, we don't know the value of this. Okay, if we have a look, we don't know what is this and we don't know what is this. So what can we do here? Okay, can we look at this? The height of this is 9 centimeters. But here, they're already 4 centimeters. Therefore, the remaining will be the answer for here. So 9 minus 4 is 5 centimeters. Okay, so this is 5 centimeters. Okay, now let's look at this. Here, this line here is 12 centimeters. If you have a look, here we have only 6 centimeters. So the remaining will be here. So 12 minus 6 is 6. Therefore, we have 6 centimeters over here. Now, we have to add all of this together. So 6 plus 9 plus 12 plus 5 plus 6 plus 4. Okay, 6 plus 9 plus 12 plus 5 plus 6 plus 4. Okay, so once you plus that, you'll get the perimeter of the shape. Okay, 6 plus 9 is 15. 15 plus 12 is 27. 27 plus 5, 32. 32 plus 10 is 42. Therefore, the perimeter of this shape is 42 centimeters. Okay, I'm going to write 42 centimeters over here. Okay, how about, okay, the next question, which is 31B, is calculate the area of the shape. Okay, so we have to calculate the area of the shape. Okay, now, how can we calculate the area of the shape? We need to multiply the height and the width here. Okay, now, from the information here, we know that we have, can you see here? Here's a compound shape made from two rectangles. So what we can do is, we can divide this rectangle, which means we're going to make this a part here. So what am I going to do here is, I'm going to separate this. Okay. So I'm going to separate this rectangle here. I'm going to make it as two rectangle here. So I'm going to draw one, which is this one here, and this one I'm going to draw it over this side. Okay. Now, here we have 6 centimeters, and here will be 5 centimeters, and 6 centimeters and 5 centimeters. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna draw it a bit far here. Okay. I'm gonna draw it below here. Okay. Okay. Now, this is 6 centimeters, and we have 5 centimeters, and here is 6 centimeters, and here we have 5 centimeters. Okay. Now, let's look at this rectangle here. 6 centimeters, and here we have 9 centimeters and 9 centimeters, and here we have 6 centimeters. Okay, now how are we going to calculate the area of the shape? Is we are going to multiply height and width here. Okay, look at this height. The height is 5 centimeters, right? And we are going to multiply it with width, which is 6 centimeters. Okay, what we'll get is, we'll get 30 centimeters, right? Okay, and then let's look at this. This is the height and this is the width. So we're going to multiply 9 by 6. So we will be getting 9 times 6 is 54. Okay, now we have to plus both of this. 54 plus 30 is 84. Therefore, the area of the shape is 84. Okay, now let's move to the next question here. this pictogram shows how many cups of juice were sold in a day. Okay, and they already indicate that each cup represents 5 cups here. Okay, how many cups of apple juice were sold? Okay, you have to look at the apple here. Okay, apple, how many cups are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7. And we already know that each of these cups represent 5 cups. So what do we have to do here? We have to multiply it with 5. Therefore, 7 times 5 is 35. Okay, now let's look at B. How many more cups of orange were sold than mango? Okay, so they wanted to know how many more cups of orange. So what you have to do, you need to know the cups were sold. Okay, you need to know how many more cups of orange were sold than mango. Okay, so mango we have 2 cups here. For orange we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So what we have to do is we have to minus these 2 cups because we are going to find out how many more cups of orange were sold than mango. Okay, so 10 minus 2 will be getting 8. So 8 times 5 is 40. So 40 cups were sold than mango. Okay, now let's move on to the next question here. Okay, 3 angles A, B and C are marked on the diagram below. Put the angles in order of size, starting with the smallest. Okay, now I'm going to erase this first. Okay, so how are we going to put them in order? Okay, if we have a look, we know that this is right angle, right? So when we already identify the right angle, it's easier for us to find the other angle here. Okay, look at angle B. We know that it's definitely bigger than right angle. Therefore, this is an obtuse angle. Okay, so just going to indicate it here. Obtuse angle. Okay, how about angle A? Okay, this is smaller than right angle. Therefore, this is an acute angle. Okay, when you know the name of angle, it's easier to put them in order. Okay, which is the smallest? The acute angle is the smallest. Therefore, A goes first. And then followed by right angle, which is C, and the largest angle, which is obtuse angle, which is B. Therefore, the order of this size is A, C, and B. Okay, let's move to the next question here. Okay. This shape is made from 5 straight lines. Okay, line 1, line 2, line 3, line 4, and line 5. Okay, they want us to complete these statements here. The first has been done for you. Line 1 is equal in length to line 2. Okay, we have a look. Both of these are equal in length. Okay, so they have done this for us. So let's look at the first one. Which line and which line are parallel? Okay, before you answer this, you have to know what is parallel. Okay, what is parallel? Parallel are 2 lines which do not meet. Okay, the distance are the same, but they do not meet, which means they do not intersect. So let's have a look at this shape here. If we have a look, both of these lines have the same distance and they do not meet. Therefore, line 5 and line 3 are parallel. So I'm going to write it, line 5 and line 3 are parallel. Okay, now line 5 is perpendicular to line. Okay, before you answer this question, you need to know what is perpendicular. Okay, a perpendicular line is when both line meet at an right angle. So if you have a look at line 5. Okay, line 5 is meeting with this line, and here is a right angle. Therefore, line 5 is perpendicular to line 4. Okay, so the answer for this is 4. Okay, now let's move to the next question. Okay, let's look at this. Look at the two shapes. Put a tick in the shape that has a larger perimeter. Okay, as you all know, we have to find a perimeter, you have to count all the distance around the 2D shape here. Okay, now let's look at the information that already given. So we have 10 centimeters here, therefore we have 10 centimeters over here, and this side will be 6 centimeters. Okay, now let's look at this L shape here. We have 7 centimeters over here, 10 centimeters over here, and then we have to find both of these. Okay, how are we going to find this? Okay, if we have a look, this line here we have 7 centimeters, and here we have 4 centimeters. So the remaining will be the answer for this. So 7 minus 4 is 3 centimeters. So this part will be 3 centimeters, and okay, I'm gonna write it over here, 3 centimeters. Okay, how about this line here? Okay, we have 10 here and 5 here. So 10 minus 5 is 5 this side. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to total up the perimeter here. Okay, now let's look at this. What is 10 plus 10? 10 plus 10 is 20. 20 plus 12 is 32. I'm going to write it here, 32. Okay, now if you look at the right side, okay, 7 plus 5 is 12. 12 plus 3 is 15. 15 plus 5 is 20. 20 plus 4 is 24. 24 plus 10 is 34. Okay, so which shape has the larger perimeter? Okay, this shape has the larger perimeter where it is 34 here. So I'm going to put a tick here. Okay, now show calculation to explain your answer. Okay, to explain your answer, you have to explain it by saying that both of the shape have the same width, but the L shape has the taller height here, which is 7 centimeters. Okay, if you have a look at this, the height is only 6 centimeters. Okay, that's how you explain it. Okay, now let's look at the second question here. Okay, here are 3 mixed numbers. Write each number in its correct box on the number line. You will not need all the boxes here. Okay, we have a look. The number line is starting from 0 and ending with 10. Okay, so what they say here is you will not need all the boxes. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to put them in the correct box. Okay, we have a look. Okay, this box here is nearer to 10. Okay, look at the numbers that we have. 5, 7, and 3, right? So this box is nearer to 10. Okay, therefore our largest number can't be placed here. Okay, therefore we have to place 7, 7.5, 7 1 over 2 over here. Okay, and then we have a look at the rest of the number, which is 3 3 over 4 and 5 1 over 4. Okay, look at this. This is 0. Okay, 0, and this is 7 here. Okay, so what you have to do, what you have to know is you have to identify what number you can place over here. Okay, do you think we can put 3 3 over 4 over here? No, because it's too near to 0. Therefore, you can place that here. Okay, so 3, okay, 3, okay, and then here we didn't know that 7 1 over 2. So definitely know that 5 1 over 4 is over here. So as the question say, you no need to use all the boxes here. Okay, now let's move on to the next question here. Okay, here is a shape drawn on a coordinate grid. Okay, what are the coordinates of point A? Okay, if we have a look at point A, this is point A. Okay, this is point A. Okay, so we have to look at axis X first. Okay, where is axis X? This is axis X and this is axis Y. So if you look at axis X, look at the reading here. This is -6, this is -7. And this is this is -8. Therefore, this is -7. So, I'm gonna write it here. Okay. Now, let's look at axis Y. Okay, this is axis X and this is axis Y. Okay, if you look at axis Y, the point is on -6. Okay, so the coordinate of point A is -7 and -6. Okay, you can't be answering it like this, the other way around. Where you're gonna put -7 and -6 and -7, because we have to mention the number on axis X first. Okay, now let's look at B here. Okay, the shape is translated 3 squares right and 5 squares up. Draw the new position of the shape on the grid. Okay, if you have a look, you pay attention on a point here. Okay, let's say, okay, any point will do. Okay, now I'm going to pick this point here, which is, okay, which is point B. Okay, so what is the instruction here? The shape is translated 3 squares right and 5 squares up. Okay, so let's follow the instruction here. 3 squares right, which is 1, 2, 3, right? Okay, I have moved 3 squares right and 5 squares up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, So my point B will be here. Okay, I'm just going to write it here. Okay, point B is here. Okay, now you can do the same for C. Okay, 3 squares right and 5 squares up. Okay, 1, 2, 3, and 5 squares up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is point C. I'll put a point here. Okay. Okay, so let's look at this. 1, 2, 3, and we need to move 5 squares up. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is point D. Okay, so once you have find all the points, this is where you have to connect the points here. Okay, A to C, C to D, okay. You draw the new position on the grid here. Okay, so you can try with all the points here. Okay, use each and every point to translate this shape here. Okay, and then you'll get a new shape. Okay, let's go to the next question. Okay, that's it. I hope that this video helps you guys. Okay, bye bye, take care.